Hey UFTB, I'm Avery. Welcome to my channel. Today, join me in my first yoga practice of 2024. My resolution this year was to be able to do the splits. I've been doing yoga for a few years now, but I've never been that flexible, and it feels like something's missing from your practice when you can't do the splits. So join me every day this year for live streams, OFTV videos, and lots of yoga so I can get closer to achieving my goals. So grab your yoga mat and let's get started. Start by rolling out your yoga mat and then finding yourself in a comfortable seated position. Give yourself a few moments to inhale and exhale. Then transition into a cross-legged position so we can begin stretching out our hip flexors. Give yourself more time to keep breathing throughout this exercise. Now touch your toes together. Start trying to point your knees to the ground in the butterfly position. When you're ready, extend your left leg and begin stretching your arm, reaching for your toes. Try to lengthen your arms as much as you can to get a very deep stretch. Once your side is nicely stretched, give a twist so you can stretch the main part of your back. And of course, repeat on the other side. Focus on lengthening your arms as much as you can to deepen your stretch as much as possible. We're going to continue stretching our hip flexors, so find yourself in the cat-cow position and really allow yourself to open your hips. The further apart you spread your knees, the deeper stretch you'll get. Lengthen your arms for the maximum stretch. Now we're going to focus on our hamstrings and glutes, so bring your leg forward into a lower lunge position. Get nice and comfortable, and then reach your arm up and around, grabbing your foot and pulling tight to give your back a nice stretch. Transition into sitting back on your heel and stretching your leg and really allowing yourself to use your hamstrings to their best potential. And find yourself once again in the lunge position and reach to the sky. Now repeat this process on the other side to make sure that you're equally stretched out. Now allow yourself to stand up and keep your hands to the floor to maximize the strength of your hamstrings. Focus on having your head to the ground and bend your knees if you need to get a bit more comfortable. Walk your hands out into downward dog position and lengthen your spine to the floor. If it's more comfortable, feel free to bend your knees as this can actually benefit your stretch. Walk your hands towards your feet and see if you can lengthen your back any more than you could before. You may notice you're actually more flexible now. Take your time transitioning into Shavasana, laying down and giving yourself a moment to relax before the next pose. Hug your left knee into your chest very tight to continue stretching your hamstring, and lift your foot to the ceiling and really pull in for a deep stretch. Now face your hip outwards and see if you can lengthen your foot all the way back behind your head. By opening your hips up earlier, this is really going to allow you to be flexible this way. Repeat this pose on the other side. with both feet back to the ground, give yourself an opportunity to hug your knees in and roll around to loosen up your hips. And stretch your feet to the ceiling and really give your hamstrings the best stretch. Continue pointing and flexing your toes to make sure that your ankles are nice and loose. And then pull your feet back towards the ground and do a nice side split. Now I'm feeling really stretched and I think I'm ready to try doing the splits. So let's see if I can get it this time. Always make sure that you're really comfortable in the position and don't try to stretch too much. You don't want to hurt yourself. But look at that, I'm so close. Now I'm going to repeat the splits on the other side and see if I can get it this time. I feel like I do need a few more yoga stretches before I finally reach my goal, but otherwise I'm really happy with my progress. If you're ready, join me in trying to do the side splits and we'll see if we can touch our bums to the ground. This one's usually a bit more difficult, but I always like to try it in every yoga routine. I find this pose really difficult, but honestly, I'm really happy with my progress. I'm definitely in a deeper split than I was last time. And then I like to roll forward and see if I can open up my hips any more. If you're feeling sore after the splits, definitely rock your hips back and forth to get them loosened up again. But that's it. I'm really happy with my progress in doing the splits today, and I'm very excited to be continuing my progress throughout the year with you. If you stretch with me like this every day, I'm sure that you'll be able to do the splits too. So let's join together in yoga practice and keep in touch. Make sure that you subscribe to my page to watch more videos like this, and if you want to get to know me better and do yoga one-on-one, make sure you subscribe to my VIP page. I'll see you there. Namaste.